Hi little skeletons, it is Disney Queen Skelly here, and welcome back to the Reacting to Marathon. Today we are reacting to another Harley Baby video, story time number 4, How I Started Watching Professional Wrestling. I never knew this story until she uploaded it, so let's get into it. Now, before we actually get into this video, I would like to mention how I never knew she actually liked professional wrestling until just recently.
Hey buttons, HarleyBaby45 here, and welcome back to another story time with Harley Baby. Today's story time is how I got into watching professional wrestling. Now, I know a lot of these things are staged and, choreographed and things like that, but when you first watch it, do you really think that? Depending on when you start. So I started watching wrestling when I was 14 years old. I kind of just stumbled upon it on my own on TV one morning, and I was watching TNA wrestling. And it was with the beautiful people celebrating a title win for Angelina Love. That's what got me hooked. The beautiful women that were wrestling, that's what got me hooked. I started watching it every single week, never missed an episode. I even had a shirt at one point. And I was watching it for years and years and years. I kind of stopped after a little bit because TNA started going down the shitter. So I was like, and I didn't know if I wanted to start watching WWE because I know that was like the wrestling, company to watch. But I was like, I don't know. But I started watching things on YouTube about WWE, about, their matches, their divas, their superstars, and I'm just like, these are kind of cool. So I gave it a shot on TV one night, and I was hooked ever since. I love watching the WWE. I never miss an episode. Now I have, their like app, so now I can watch their pay-per-views when I want. It's amazing, and even if we aren't really counting like me stopping watching for a while, I've technically been watching professional wrestling since I was 14, like I said, so that is for 12 years I've been watching wrestling, and I am a loyal fan. I love it. My favorite wrestlers at the moment are Alexa Bliss, The New Day, The Fiend, and just so many more that I can't name off the top of my head, but those are my top ones that I can name off the top of my head right now.
I do believe she actually has a shirt for the first person that she mentioned. I've seen her wear it a couple of times.
So that is my story of how I started watching professional wrestling and how I became a fan. A lot of people look at me and they're like, "You like wrestling?" And I'm like, yes.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, you don't look like the type to watch wrestling.
I do, and I've been watching since I was 14 years old. So, and because sometimes you can look at a person and kind of tell what they watch or what sport they kind of root for. No one ever expects someone like me to actually watch wrestling. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment below. Like, if you watch professional wrestling, who is your favorite wrestler? Female, male, it doesn't matter. Or what your favorite sport to watch is. I would love to know. I'm very curious. Thank you so much for watching, Puddins. I love you.
Well, since she asked, first of all, 10 out of 10, great video. I didn't know anything like this about her, and it was greatly paced. Very short, but she still paced herself really well, and she got everything she needed to say out. She's definitely improved since she first started YouTube, so good job on that. I will say, since she asked, what your favorite sport is, I am actually a fan of two particular sports. One I appreciate more than the other, but the other one I watch on TV, the other one I like experiencing live. The first one I'll mention is I'm a huge fan of NASCAR. I used to be a Jeff Gordon fan, however, when he retired, I just started rooting for the 24 car, even though now they're on their third racer in the car, because I believe the racer after him transferred to a different number. But anyways, I now root for the car, so it's kind of different since Jeff Gordon retired, because now I really have no one to really root for, like a person. I just have a car. And then, but that's what I prefer to watch on TV. The second sport that I'm a huge fan of, which I prefer to watch in person, is baseball. I am a huge fan of baseball. I have been a devoted Angels fan ever since I was born. I've been going to games, I think pretty much since I was little. My parents would take me to games all the time. And I will say there is nothing better than a baseball hot dog. I don't think they sell Fenway Franks. I think that's exclusively Dodgers. But I always love having a hot dog when I go to a baseball game. I feel like it is tradition when I go. And it is also tradition for my father to get the Angels like cup, like bowl. It's like almost like a cap. Oh, not a cap. It's like a helmet. The Angels helmet with all the nacho stuff in it. We take it home, we clean it out, and we use it for like popcorn and shit like that. But it's really fun to watch baseball, and it's really fun to be there for the, 7th inning stretch. And, if it runs in, well, sometimes if it runs into overtime, like extra innings, my bad, overtime is for football. When it runs into extra innings, my family and I usually leave. However, one of these days, since I am older, I would love to purchase my own tickets and go with hubby to have him experience watching an Angels game. The only game he's ever gone to is a Dodgers game, which we need to fix that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will link Harley Baby's video in the description box below. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe to Harley Baby. Bye, little skeletons. Stay safe. I love you guys.